In this episode of Opus's Hack of the Week, we're diving into a significant discovery that has major implications for businesses relying on Amazon Web Services, or AWS. Recently, cybersecurity researchers identified several severe vulnerabilities within AWS, raising concerns about potential remote code execution, data theft, and even the possibility of full-service takeovers. These vulnerabilities, if exploited, could have left countless businesses exposed to malicious attacks. But before we dive into the details, make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on the critical cybersecurity issues that could impact your business. So what exactly happened? Well, researchers from Aqua Security, a well-respected name in the cybersecurity community, uncovered a series of critical flaws in AWS's services. These vulnerabilities were severe enough to prompt a prompt response from Amazon, which quickly deployed patches to fix the issue. One of the most concerning attack vectors identified is known as the shadow resource, or bucket monopoly attack. This clever but dangerous method involves creating S3 buckets in unused AWS regions, which allows attackers to gain covert access to legitimate AWS customer data and potentially escalate their privileges within the system. The scope of the vulnerability is quite broad, affecting a range of AWS services, including CloudFormation, Glue, EMR, SageMaker, Service Catalog, and CodeStar. The core issue lies in the predictable naming conventions used for S3 buckets within these services. Because these names can be easily guessed or replicated by attackers, it opened the door to unauthorized access and potentially devastating consequences for AWS users. Thankfully, Amazon has addressed these issues. After receiving a responsible disclosure from Aqua Security back in February 2024, Amazon acted swiftly to patch the vulnerabilities. The fixes were rolled out between March and June of this year, ensuring that the affected services are now secure and operating as expected. AWS customers can breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that no immediate action is required on their part. However, this situation serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing need for vigilance in how we configure and secure our cloud environments. Now, how did the researchers discover these vulnerabilities? The process was a testament to the meticulous and skilled work of the cybersecurity community. Aqua Security's researchers began by analyzing AWS services, looking for any signs of weakness. Their focus was on the mechanisms that AWS uses to automatically create S3 buckets, a common and essential feature in many cloud deployments. What they found was alarming. The naming conventions used by AWS were predictable enough that attackers could potentially create their own S3 buckets with the same names as those used by legitimate services. This would allow them to intercept data, inject malicious code, or escalate their privileges within the AWS environment. After identifying these flaws, Aqua Security followed the standard protocol for responsible disclosure. They reported their findings to Amazon back in February 2024, giving the company time to address the issues before making the information public. Amazon took the report seriously, launching a thorough investigation and confirming the validity of the vulnerabilities. The findings were later presented at the Black Hat USA 2024 conference, where they highlighted the significant risk of these vulnerabilities posed, including remote code execution, data theft, and the full-service takeovers. So what has been done to fix the issue? Amazon's response has been both swift and comprehensive. First and foremost, they deployed the patches to address the vulnerabilities across all affected systems. This included specific fixes to mitigate the risk associated with the bucket monopoly attack and other related flaws. By June 2024, these patches have been fully implemented, ensuring that all AWS services were operating securely once again. In addition to the patches, Amazon has rolled out a series of security updates to further enhance the protection of their services. These updates include improvements to their monitoring and alerting systems, which are designed to detect and respond to similar vulnerabilities more quickly in the future. AWS users are also being advised to review and update their configurations, particularly around S3 bucket naming conventions. To prevent similar attacks, it's recommended to use unique hashes or random identifiers when naming S3 buckets, rather than relying on easily guessable names. Amazon is also encouraging users to treat their AWS account IDs as sensitive information, akin to passwords or API keys. This is because account IDs can be leveraged in attacks if they fall into the wrong hands. By taking these precautions, AWS users can significantly reduce the risk of being targeted by similar vulnerabilities in the future. As we wrap up, it's important to acknowledge the crucial role that the responsible disclosure and collaboration between cybersecurity researchers and cloud service providers play in maintaining the security of our digital environments. The discovery of these AWS vulnerabilities is a reminder that no system is ever completely immune to threats, and that continuous vigilance is essential. For business owners, this episode underscores the importance of staying informed about potential risks within your cloud infrastructure. While AWS has addressed these specific vulnerabilities, the ever-evolving nature of cybersecurity threats means that new challenges will continue to arise. By keeping your systems up to date and following the best practices for cloud security, you can help protect your businesses from potential attacks. If you found this episode informative, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Staying up to date on cybersecurity is crucial for safeguarding your business in today's digital world. And for more in-depth guidance on how to secure your AWS environment and protect against vulnerabilities like these, visit our website at getopus.com. Thanks for watching this episode of Opus's Hack of the Week. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next episode.